people that might have come in recently. So just an update for people that weren't here. We're going to go into the jail. There's a $500 bond. Bondsmen won't take a 10% because it's just too low of a bond. They just don't. So we're going to have to come up with $500. Hopefully the judge will let him out on his OR. But again, he's a journalist, First Amendment auditor, cameraman. So the likelihood of that happening is not very good. So we're asking for Johnny Bravo. Be sure if you donate anything to my pay links, if you can, just say Johnny Bravo. That way we just, separate things. But chances are, I'm not a good crowdfunder, so but we're hoping that some people will help out. I think somebody donated $10, but I'm not sure. I don't have time to look right now as to how much is in there. But if you can help financially, that would be wonderful. If you can't, at least share this video, this live stream out, so that we get more eyeballs on it. Or if somebody's doing a crowdfund for him, that would be appreciated. Somebody that's good at it. I know one person that's really good at it. I'm just not sure if he'll help. And that's okay. Let's just try to do it here on our own. So that's the City of Denver Justice Center. We're still going forward to the jail.
Right there. Okay, yeah.
What? Oh, it is this way. Okay. Oh man. Denver is different. District 6. I've been watching videos about District 6 for a few years now. And they are tyrannical. They hate transparency. They hate people with cameras. And so I contend that they need to have more of a presence here. Try to get them to change, even though I don't think they'll ever change. But the ultimate goal is to try to affect change. So the more we can expose them, the more that we can document, the more likely that they'll be forced into making changes. But that could be a ways away. But we have to keep at it. We have to keep trying. That's just the way it is. So are we going in here?
Only me and you.
Yeah. Okay. Put this out. Just put the cigarette butt in my pocket. There we go. Close this. Not going to litter. Will violate any laws. All right, so we're going to go in. They said it's these doors right here. 490 West Colfax Avenue, Denver Justice Center, and Simone Detention Center. So I hope nobody calls. So just, yeah, let's go in cool. Entrance is this way. All right. And that says employees only. Where's the entrance? Oh. That says okay.
Are you filming us here, or what are you doing?
Yeah, we're gonna document the interaction with the sheriff.
I have disabilities, so
Under,
I need to document so that I know what
Well,
happened.
there's rules about filming this place here.
Right.
Rules, are they laws?
where,
I don't know.
I believe the rules are, as long as it's nowhere restricted or in courthouse or anything like that, lobbies, anything open to
The
the
public areas?
it's-
Yeah.
Let me check on, you want to check on? You can go ahead. I'll check.
It's a First Amendment protected activity, just so you understand.
Weren't you here last week?
I don't answer those types of questions.
We're just ducking. We already said no.
Yep, yeah, you guys were just here last week.
We were not here. We're
This guy was,
No, we're
and that
not.
guy.
You're a liar right now.
We just got here.
You're lying.
We just got
That
here
guy
this
in the
weekend.
background with you?
No, me and
Not him, the one outside.
Okay, you
He's
keep
outside.
saying him. You keep
We're-
saying him.
Yeah, why are you talking to me like I've been here?
We haven't.
I've never been here.
No, you can't court this, he says no.
Who says no?
Sure,
The sheriff says no.
yes.
And what's the sheriff's name?
We didn't know.
You don't know what the sheriff's name is,
Can you ask,
and you're going to take his orders? You don't even know his name.
can you ask for the name so we can know who to call and talk to?
We can document. We were already over at Internal Affairs, and we walked through to their lobbies, and we recorded in there, and live streamed, in fact. So we know we can come in to public areas in a public building,
Yes. Do you have the?
and if
the
we
law
can
that
be
says
there,
that? Do you
we
have
can
a paper
record.
that says that, a law, anything like that?
You guys could come again.
A lot of case law involved in
No,
this.
we just want to find out what's going on with the friend. That's all.
Yeah,
And then we're out of here. That's it.
yeah,
So We're not gonna.
yeah.
walk
We
around
we
and-
need to document it.
Document what we talked to the sheriff, and that's it. That's all we want. That's all we need. It's our right. It's, it's protected under the Constitution. Yes, it is. Freedom of press.
And we are
Well,
press.
Okay?
Yes, but there's family people in there, there's people in there.
We're not
visiting,
here
there's
to-
people-
we're not-
There's no expectation of privacy in public, sir.
Well,
We're in public. Well, we don't want to put them on camera anyway.
We're just here to.
We're not here to have a fight with the people.
Our
the
service.
sheriff has told me no, you're not coming in with the camera.
The sheriff told you no? Let him come out here and tell us.
So if I had a shirt that said "fuck the police" and he told you not to let me in, you're not gonna let me in?
I'm gonna follow what the sheriff.
You
says.
just follow orders.
Exactly.
That's exactly what the Nazis did in the 1940s.
It's true.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
So
what?
what?
So what?
So what? So what?
I'm just doing what's requested. I'm not.
Huh? You think this is funny, don't
You
you?
know what? It's not gonna affect, doesn't affect you, doesn't affect me, doesn't affect him, but it's going to affect the future of your children's kids after letting the government be so on top of the people. And it's
Okay,
people like you.
all I want to know is, what are you?
You're not with them, but they're recording behind you. They were here just like.
So what?
Okay, they were
We have a
here
right to
because we
record.
want-
It's a public area.
You guys are on the same crew, right?
We're no-
here, it doesn't matter.
We're separate people.
Okay, we are different people, separate people. Okay, we're not in a group. Different people, separate people. Okay, we just want to get service like public servants.
That's what we pay taxes for, right?
Not without the recording.
But what law?
We
is
have
it?
a
Can you
right
please
to
show me a
record.
paper? Can you give me a paper so I can read it where it says we can't do that?
Something in
Can you ask the
writing, not
sheriff
just the word of a sheriff
Oh,
Because the sheriff.
that you don't even know the name of.
The sheriff can say, "Oh, no black socks in here," and then.
How about no black people?
So if there's.
Are you going to keep them out if they have cameras? Come on.
I just need, if there's a
You guys are
paper.
trying to make this racist?
It's for the people. Everyone has a right to the services in the public buildings. And if we can be in the public building, we can record. It's a First Amendment protected activity. If you don't let us in with the cameras, you're violating the
We're
Constitution.
just screening for the sheriff. Okay? We're screening.
I know,
for
but
them.
he's asking you to not let us in because we don't have a camera. Can you ask him for the paper that says that we can record?
I want my paper too.
Mhm. And we'd just like to see something in writing
Something in writing.
stating that cameras are not allowed in this public building.
What law, what rules?
He said no.
I didn't hear him say no. Let him come and tell us no.
That guy that you guys are with.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Those are
matter.
different people. Why are you lumping us in with them? Huh?
So tell him.
And besides that, they can do what they're doing.
So tell him, just because another officer beats the hell out of another person, that means he does the same thing. That means we should judge him the same way because you're judging me of another person that I'm with.
You guys are all together.
Okay, the
For
cops.
the same reason.
You're
Okay,
making
the
a lot of
cops-
assumptions, brother.
The cops are all together because one cop does something wrong. That means all the cops do the same thing? No, right?
No.
Okay, so not us also. Why
Chat,
are
what do you
judging
guys think of
us?
this?
They're in the background of you guys.
It doesn't matter.
Are they just following orders like the Nazis did in the 1940s and not checking into
We
things?
just want information. That's it. We just want to walk in and find out.
Good to see you,
how to
Gloria.
bail out
Brandon
our
Mitchell.
friends. That's it. That's all we want.
Oklahoma Outlaw, good to see you, brother.
What do you think I'm here for? I
Howard
have
Clay,
someone in jail.
Our
and I wanna
guy.
know how I
Without
bail
the
them
camera.
a lot of people watching.
without the camera.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So the
good to
problem
see
with the
everyone
camera-
here.
Yes.
We
Yes.
want to disseminate this information to you folks, but they're not allowing us in
The problem
through
is
the
camera.
screening
If
process.
I walk in without the
But they
camera,
won't give us any written documentation
Is that what you're saying?
saying that that's the law or
Without the
rule.
camera, you can go in.
Rules are not
You're not gonna
law.
use it, but if you use it and you're not, that's not allowed.
That's prohibited.
It's prohibited.
What's prohibited?
Using the camera.
Okay.
Where's the law?
So this would be a law
Where's
then,
the
right?
sign
I
saying
don't
it's
know.
prohibited?
I don't
There's no
know.
law.
You have to give us notice.
There's no
Would
law.
you like the sheriff to come on here?
Sure.
Yes.
Yes. That's what.
Absolutely.
Have someone that knows.
Or a piece of paper stating the rule or the law
Well,
that we can't come in with cameras.
They came.
You're not giving us anything in writing. You're doing hearsay. They said. That's not good enough for us.
They said. Who said?
Well-
Sheriff. Okay, the sheriff said. Okay.
So let the sheriff come
Where's-
out and say it
where's
to
the
our face.
you
document?
guys are showing up right when our shift is in. Our shift ends at 1, so we're getting ready to leave.
Okay.
Oh,
And
so
then this place is gonna be.
We always leave out.
We leave.
yeah, that's why we're here. We're trying to get here before this and you're holding us up. You're holding us up.
No, we're not.
You are.
You guys.
Well, we're not.
You're violating the
Because
Constitution right now. I'm putting you on notice. You don't have qualified immunity. You're opening yourself up to litigation just by taking the word and the order of somebody else that's not giving us anything in writing.
Okay.
We're not running this.
There's not a
Why?
camera.
There's no camera in there. What the
It's
fuck?
just-
dude?
He just doesn't want to let you in. Wow. Are you a tyrant? Have you always been a tyrant?
Well,
Do you ever look at your own conscience as to what you're doing? Or do you just follow orders like the Nazis did in the 1940s? And it's not funny. Is this what our country's coming to? Do we live in North Korea,
You guys gonna come in?
China, 1940s Nazi Germany? Is that where we live now? Is this what America's come to? We can't go in with cameras? I want something in writing before I leave. Otherwise, I'm going to be here until you close.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You guys are coming-
And I'm going to be redressing my grievances the whole time. I'm going to be browbeating you verbally
well,
because I have a right to do that. No, you can leave at 1. Where are you going after you leave here? You know,
So when
You're-
normal people go after their shit.
are you going home? Huh? You're government officials. You work for the government. You might be a private security company, but you are doing the bid of government officials that are acting in a very tyrannical way, and you're just following orders. Cockroaches. We want to put the light on them so they scatter. This is the light right here. This is transparency. We're looking for transparency within our government, and they don't want the cameras in there. Why? What are they hiding? Yeah, think about this stuff. What are they hiding? What if the government did something wrong to you? Wouldn't you want to document it? Because otherwise it's a he said, she said, right? And they're going to take the word of the government before they do a citizen, right? We see it in courtrooms all the time. Officer gets up there on the stand and he's such a hero. He never lies, but he lies his ass off because it wasn't documented. Nobody had it on recording, the lies that he is spreading. So that's why we have cameras. Think about this, guys. Think about it. What are you doing right now? The ones that were just following orders in the 1940s, they were found guilty and put to death. Okay, so they're saying if I go outside, they'll talk to you? Wow. They don't want any documentation. They don't want any transparency whatsoever. Wow. They won't even talk to him if my camera doesn't go outside. They won't even talk to him unless I go outside. That's nuts. But we're going to we want to do everything we can.
Yeah, because we need to get this ADA appliance. This is not ADA.
Oh, these doors don't open automatically? Where's the switch?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying
Okay.
for like, Gary, what if I don't remember?
I can't get in to even see if they have a
They
notice
don't even work.
of compliance. They don't work.
They don't work.
They do not work. They are not in compliance with the ADA. So
They won't even let you.
we've got a guy that will send them emails, try to get them into compliance, because if they're receiving federal funds right now and they're not ADA Title II compliant since 2007, they're committing fraud. Okay, and they're taking tax dollars, government money, and they're not ADA compliant. I don't know if people know this or not, but disabled people are the largest voting group in America.
The guys last weekend, that sheriff in there, the one behind the window, called me a racist. Everything else.
Wow. I hope he said it on camera. Were you able to? Yeah, good. I don't understand why they're not letting us in there with cameras. What are they hiding, guys? Think about that.
Even that, that's
What
why
are they
I said
hiding?
ADA, because isn't that an ADA compliance if I don't remember something?
Yeah,
and I have short-term
right.
memory?
Yeah,
So I'm recording for my short-term memory.
and they need to
So
make.
they need to let you in this building.
They do, and they need to allow me. Not. I have a right to record. I don't like saying allow because we have rights in this country, and freedom of press, which is an activity, is not only lawful; it's a right, and it's a personal right. That's why they put it in the First Amendment, and it's important. They don't understand it. They might understand it. They're just breaking the law, and they're violating constitutional rights. And I did put them on notice.
Supervisors don't pay attention, so they're violating.
They won't even bring out any documentation stating that it's even a rule.
What's the rule?
They're saying you can't go into the lobby in there with cameras.
It says it on the thing, but that you have to. They have to get this lobby open.
Yeah, they do.
We have to get this lobby open.
But there was no code on it either. No statute on that sign.
There was some stupid thing that the judge signed.
So it's a judge's order.
Yeah, we can also get the.
But
bar.
this is the jail.
We
This
need
isn't
the
the
bar.
courtroom.
No, it's not the courtroom or the courthouse or anything.
Right. So they're just lumping it in with they're trying to use that as an excuse to violate our constitutional rights. That's what they're doing. And these guys are going home.
Yeah.
So 1 o'clock they're leaving. So here they are, following orders like the Nazis did in 1940. A lot of people are disgusted by your actions today. A lot of people, very disgusted. They don't like what's happening in our country, and you're allowing it. And they're laughing. They're laughing because they're better than us. They don't have to do what the people want because they consider us just peons and peasants, and they're above us. Despicable. Absolutely despicable. So Utah Cop Watch went in. They demanded no camera. He gave me his body cam. That's all he had on him at the time. Yeah, they're closed now.
They're not closed. You got to get the sheriff to bust you in.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at you on this camera
Right.
here. Here's
So
your phone.
let's test it then. Let's press the button and ask them to let us in.
Yeah, because they need the 88
Yeah.
compliance.
Where's the button? I'll press it. You don't want to press it? There we go. Thank you.
So the fire department will have 15 with these little boxes.
You won't answer it. You know, it says.
Service, please. I'm going to press the button again. Hello, is anyone there? Hello? We'd like service from our government to get into the building.
Mama Bear.
We've got a friend that's in jail. We'd like some information on what we need to do to get him out. Is anyone going to talk? Are you just hiding back there? I know you can hear me. So you don't want to make any comments because we have cameras. So you don't want to answer what you're supposed to answer. I'm going to ring the bell again, see if we can get service. There's other people out here trying to get in. Hello? I thought somebody was answering just as I was pushing the button.
You might need to
Hello?
move away and let him push it.
So I'll back up here a little bit. I'm waiting for somebody to say something. I don't want to pester you with this, but I need service. Can somebody help? Can you hear me? I'd like to come in and check on a friend. Hello? I just want to know what we need to do to get our friend out of jail. Can I get some service, please? Wow. All right. I'll keep pressing the button until somebody answers. Oh, maybe I have to hold it down. Hello? Do I need to keep it down, or how do I get to hear you on the other side? Because I thought somebody said hello, but as soon as I release the button, I don't hear anything. But I'm releasing the button. Go ahead. Can you help us? Specifically myself. I'd like to come in, check on somebody that's incarcerated, see what it's going to take to get them out. I mean, could be money involved. I know that you guys like to get money.
I think we should do a call and get everybody
Uh,
out here. Yeah, I did.
This is what our tax dollars pay for. There's no response from our government when we want to get into the building. I'm not the only one. There's a gentleman here. I'm not going to put him on camera. He might not want to be on camera, but he wants to get in too, probably to check on somebody that's in jail. Hello? Hello? We are the bosses. We are the people. You need to service us. We pay taxes to get services. If this was McDonald's, they'd be giving us service. Why are you not giving us service? We are your bosses. Talk to us. Come on, man. Sir, you want to try? I'll take the camera off that, and you can press the button and see if you can get some help. Oh, they said that? How did you get that? Oh. Okay, I'm going to keep you off camera. So we have a regular citizen. He said he's supposed to be an officer to come out and let him in. And if he does that he's a citizen. We're citizens too. We should be allowed in there as well. So otherwise it would be a violation of the 14th Amendment. You need to let us all in.
Right there.
Just because we have cameras,
Last weekend.
freedom of press in this country, First Amendment of the Constitution. That's why they put it in the First Amendment.
Oh, yeah, you couldn't say anything. He was saying
went in when the door was open.
So he's like,
Yeah, no, then they might try to. Well, he doesn't have a camera.
He's supposed to have a camera.
Yeah, so they wouldn't hem him up
Solitaire, go fish, or
because they can do their work in the dark with him.
hey guys, so this is,
What did they say? What information did they give you? Should I put you on camera? Okay.
Lieutenant Pete Potter.
So you do want to be on it? Okay. All right, we're coming away from the building here. I don't know why. I wanted to see.
So his bail bond is 500,
Okay.
and we could bail him out anytime. He doesn't need to see the judge.
Okay.
Okay, so
Why did that guy tell me that?
but he needs to get fingerprint, and that takes 7 to 8 hours to come back.
7 to 8 hours
Yeah.
just to be
And-
fingerprinted.
And
Wow.
they're saying that he's not. You know how they always said that? They said that with Utah Defender too. That he's just because he's expressing himself, using his right to redress the government. They don't like it, so they put him in a quiet room.
Yeah.
And,
Solitary.
So until he comes down and bows down to them.
Yeah, he's got to comply.
Yeah, he has to comply so he can get the fingerprints. He has to, do all the kiss and
Right.
you guys are the best and
Yeah.
everything.
Bow down to the
that.
government
Yeah,
to
so
get
you
your
have
freedom.
To bow down to them for the process to move faster. So if we come up with the $500, we could bail him out as soon as he does fingerprints and they get it back. He sees the judge tomorrow at 9:00 in the morning.
If we don't bail him out.
Why did the bail bondsman tell me the opposite, though? That's the question. You know what I mean?
You see, that's why the reason why
Because he has a camera.
this is
he had
the
a
reason
camera.
why I
Well,
want-
I wasn't recording when I was talking.
No, he's talking about someone else.
Okay. All right. So you heard it there. If you bow down and lick the boot, they'll get you out sooner. So they basically do what they want. They want you to say, "Oh, blessed government, please give me my freedom. I know that you have the power to do it, but you're not going to do it unless I kiss your boots or lick them or even swallow the whole boot." I don't see one of us doing that. So we might not be able to get him out today. We pay the $500, and even then, they said it's going to be a long time before they actually process him. Fingerprints take 8 hours, guys. That is, I think I could do fingerprints in like 5 minutes. I mean, all it is put your fingers and thumb on ink and pressing it on a piece of paper. That takes 8 hours. Come on. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So I don't know what the plan is right now. Looks like people are leaving, but I'm gonna head that way. So you got the gist of everything. We need your help. If there's anyone out there that can help with paying the bail, I'm going to check after this live stream to see how much money was donated to my pay links. Or if you do Johnny Bravo's pay links, I don't think he has access from jail for that money. So that's why we're doing it this way. Just be sure and put Johnny Bravo in the comment of however you pay. Any little bit would be appreciated. $1, $10, $5, whatever you can do. I'm going to go ahead and end this stream, the live stream, but I think we got things out there to you guys so you know what's happening. You have all the information we have.
You want me to
So,
say it again?
yeah, if you want to say it again for the live stream, and then we can end.
Yeah, because he's exercising his right.
All right, so
So they're basically
his
punishing.
bail is 500. Okay, so I had to go in there and pretty much talk to the deputy in there, the sheriff, like if he's a baby, you know, like I'm his dad, spoiling him. Talk to him like he's a baby, polite, and you know, try to play this politely thing, kissing ass thing. All else you don't get information. So he doesn't have to see a judge. We could bail him out as soon as we get $500, and he gets his fingerprints. Um, they were trying to do his fingerprints, they said, but they put him in a quiet room because he was expressing his First Amendment right to redress the government, and they just did not like it.
Do you think it was also trying to express his Fourth Amendment right, not to be secured as papers, persons, and
To
effects?
be secure, yes, yes, he
And
was
that would
doing
be
that,
fingerprints.
and- yeah.
So if he doesn't want to do fingerprints and they're forcing him to do it in order to let him out of jail,
and
that would be a Fourth Amendment violation of the
so
Constitution.
that's all we're waiting for. And tomorrow at 9 a.m. he has court.
All right. So you heard it. I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream. I wish we would have been able to have a camera in there. Unfortunately, they don't want to be transparent at all. Okay. I do see someone just put in a Cash App. I'm going to just say the first name, Dustin.